Good morning and welcome to today's edition of Newspaper Review on MAJO Television Network. I am Wole Akinbasote. We're transmitting from our studio in Akure, Ondo State, Nigeria. We take our headlines of today from The Hope. The Hope newspaper is a newspaper based in Ondo State, Nigeria. Here goes the headlines of The Hope. Evans rearranged of police for allegedly killing 2 police officers. IG hails passage of Police Institute Bill and orders. Again, in the Hope newspaper headline, we have Ondo 2014 retirees receive 1.4 billion naira gratuities amid emotions. Strike. ASU not justified, every demand met, says the federal government of Nigeria. Now we move over to the Guardian newspaper with the headline that stated that 72.64% of Nigeria's petrol imported amid rivalries from new refineries. Defections. Makinde insists Nigerians hold ultimate verdict. NAS proposes November 26, 2026 for the next general election. Dangote warns against using monopoly claims to discourage local investment. Now we move over to Daily Trust newspaper, where we have Super Eagles face Benin in must-win World Cup qualifier. Enugu commissioners quit PDP as Mba joins APC. National Assembly wants elections to hold earlier. And going along the headline again, we have the news of Miriam Sanders' release, worst injustice to us, by the husband's family. Now going over to Tribune newspaper, we have the following headlines in their front page. We have Reps PDP caucus raises alarm over plots to truncate national convention. Makinde said that federal government raises alarm over terror financing, smuggling, security agencies crack down on terror groups. Governors, traditional rulers push for constitutional recognition of traditional institutions. And the last headline of that newspaper shows that how Trump brokered historic Israeli-Palestine pact to end Gaza conflict. With that, we move over to a Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper starts with do or die clash. 3 teams, 1 chance, Nigerian fate on knife edge today. Tinubu Khan mourns as Reverend Umar Upai passes on at 80. Federal government directs VCs to submit attendance compliance report as ASUU strike. Insecurity won't end with guns, said by Amechi. Now we move over to the Nation's newspaper on today, Tuesday. Qatar backs forced ladies plan for out-of-school children. Tinubu's reform courageous, said by the ex-SGF Oba Olufalaye declares. Mba opens another gale of governors' defection to APC. Federal government directs VCs to enforce no work, no pay rule. Now we move over to the Matrix newspaper with their headlines that start with Nigerians oil production dips to 1.39 million barrels per day in September. That was said by OPEC. Failed ATM transactions, FCCPC hears CBN's 48-hour refund directive. Again on the strike, ASU grants academic activities. World Cup qualifiers, Super Eagles knows fate today. Look up to Rwanda for favor. With that, we move over to this day newspaper. Luwani, Nigeria's economic recovery tangible, rooted in physical consolidation, sectoral resilience. Religious leaders reject U.S. claim of genocide against Nigerian Christians. Presidency allays fear over Edo's heads, says it's getting better. Again on the newspaper headline, we have 2027 National Assembly proposes November 2026 for presidential governorship election. With that end, the version of that, we move over to First Daily newspaper. 2027 Northern leaders visit Afenifere, endorse Tinubu's re-election. INEC, over 7.4 million Nigerians complete online voter registration. INEC, lecturers revolt. ASU defies Tinubu, grants universities across Nigeria. With that, we move over again to Punch newspaper. Makinde warns Wike camp against stopping PDP convention. 2027, opposition splits over NAS poll shift plan. Slain husband family slams Tinubu's pardon for Miriam Sanda. Borno maintains lead as 7.4 million complete online voter registration. Now we move over to Punch Sport Extra with the big headlines that reads SC backs Eagles to get World Cup ticket. Road reveals games plan for Eagles clash. Chelsea demand over $100 million for Enzo. The Matrix Showbiz starts its headline with Timi Dakolo begs Tinubu's SSA Ortega Ogra to pick his cause over unpaid deal. Adeshua Etomi reveals near-death experience, says God is real. Gospel star Natalian Bassi honors late cleric Uma Opai in emotional tribute. Love your country generally. Patriotism starts with pride in Nigeria's heritage, culture, and people. Speak positively about your country and believe in its potentials. I'm Wole Akingbasote, and have a great day. Thank you.